What a nice day. The water is so calm and beautiful, and I feel so lazy today. Oh dear. Actually, I didn't start the day as lazy because I parked far away in a unlimited parking spot. Unlike most of the other days that I just can't find a parking spot and I just park on a temporary one because I can't be bothered walking so much. But then at the end of the day I have to walk to the car to check if I need to move it. This is probably a better idea after all. It's been a good morning so far. I need to get lunch. I think something healthy like sushi is in order because after that burger I had last night. It was a good burger though. Not my favorite, but yeah, good. Oh good. Now I can eat this delicious sushi. I mean, when I get to the office, I can eat this delicious sushi. While I'm still walking, let me just say that if you don't follow me on Snapchat, snap code somewhere here, you are missing out. I almost got run over by a car when I was doing a snap, and yeah, just imagine if I actually got run over by a car. Wouldn't that be like one of the greatest snaps ever? Maybe not for me, but for the people watching, potentially. If you watched my vlog yesterday, you'll remember that I mentioned something about the train tracks nearby. Couldn't show you yesterday because it was dark and I needed to go home, but there's still a little bit of sunshine and I'll have to stay at work until late today. So I thought I'll take a few minutes to show you what I meant yesterday. Now, just a warning, this might be potentially illegal, I'm not sure. But anyway, look at, see, train track down there? There's a fence. It's really hard to get there, right? Fence, 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 and there's a fence. The fence keeps going and keeps going until you reach this point here where there's no fence. And if you have a look, you see that you can walk all the way to the cliff and get to the train tracks. Now, I have no intention of going to the train tracks because I think it's illegal. I'm not sure. There's no sign here, but I'm pretty sure that it is, regardless of there being a sign. And also, I don't want to die because of electric shock. But I would like to prove my point and actually go and see if I can get to the cliff. Shall we? Oh, just got poked in the eye by the... So lots of spiders. Like, this is Australia, right? We have spiders everywhere, so... Did you know the only spider that can actually kill you, unless you're a child or allergic to bees, is the Sydney funnel web? Redbacks cannot kill you, alright? That's unless you're a child or like a sick person already. So don't be so afraid of spiders in Australia, unless it's a funnel web, in which case go to the hospital immediately because you will die if you don't. Like... Most likely, unless like you're superhuman or something, you have antibodies in your body, I don't know. I think I achieved what I wanted to achieve. I really don't want to fall down there. It would be cool if a train decides to come right now as I'm doing this. I think I can keep walking that way, and it's easier to actually go to the track. Alright, let's get out of here before someone calls the police. Because there are people who live around here, and they might not be very impressed with my adventuring. But you know, doing illegal things seems to be a popular thing on YouTube. You always see those YouTubers doing things that could potentially get them arrested. Maybe I should start the trend. And my wife watching right now is saying, no, you will not. You don't even need to comment. I already know what you're thinking. But I have a proposition, but only to my wife, alright? Why don't we go and get arrested together? Isn't that romantic? Time to go home, finally. Shelly's probably waiting for me, because it's 6 p.m. already. Oh. Ah! Amelie. She's leaving me. We put Amelie to sleep, had dinner, and now I am procrastinating because we need to do our tax. Shelly's been telling me for a while that I need to do our tax. We need to do our tax. We all need to do our individual tax, and yes. But before I go, I have two things, maybe three things I need to talk about. Thing number one, there's this charity in Australia called Are You Okay? And they just decided that today's their day. I should create a day for myself, shouldn't I? Just like they can do, I can do it too, right? But anyway, I digress. I'm telling you this because asking how people are is actually really important. You know how everyone says, how are you? And then they reply with, yeah, great, excellent. A very good friend of mine in Brazil, a few years ago when I lived there, used to say no to these questions just to see people's reaction, because people just expect that everyone will say, oh, I'm great. But sometimes people are not great. And the whole point of the Are You Okay Day is to make people aware that some people might not be okay. And you can make a difference by asking people how they are. But for real, not just like, how are you? And then whatever. But if you notice someone that you think is going through something not so good, maybe go alongside them and ask. Or maybe you're going through a tough time and you need to talk to someone. Why don't you go and find someone who you trust and who will listen to you and talk to them? When I was a teenager, there was a time in my life I was going through a really tough time, and I spoke to someone. I was terrified, and they reacted in a completely opposite way that I expect. I expect them to freak out and be like, oh my gosh, you're insane. But no, it was amazing. I mean, don't tell anyone, don't tell any random person. Go and find someone you trust that, you know, loves you, and talk to them. Number 2, I need to make an introduction video, and I'm telling you this because if in 2 weeks I still don't have one, you can tell me off. So it makes me feel like I'm accountable. And the third one, I've been thinking of starting a Patreon. You know this thing where you go on the website and then you can be, I don't know what you call, but you pay people money and you get rewards for them to do the things that they're doing. Like, for example, I'm vlogging every day, so maybe you can help me buy equipment and such. And I have many things to offer. I'm just thinking about them at the moment. I don't know what they would be. But if you think that's a good idea and you're interested, why don't you suggest some rewards that I could offer? Just, you know, be nice. I'm not gonna offer anything ridiculous. And write in the comments, what do you think? And that's enough of me for today. Bye. We put Amelie to sleep, had lunch. More like dinner. Okay, let's try again.